Hello everybody. A friend of mine on Facebook asked me, he said he had a torn meniscus, so he asked me how I wrapped my knee when I had torn my meniscus before a world competition. What I like to do, and it really depends on the length of your knee wrap. For anything that's 2.5 meters, which this one I believe is 2.5, this one is a 3 meter. I do a couple different things. First of all, I like to do is I like to wrap it starting from underneath, from the outside over. So everything comes over this way. When you do the opposite knee, you're not going to go the same direction. You're going to actually go starting from the outside over, so you're actually going to wrap over. So just think about always wrapping it up and in between your legs. Now, when I had the torn meniscus on my knee, a normal straight wrap, what I normally do, I used to just come around and I would overlap these 1/2 inch and go up and work my way up and back down. It put too much pressure on that tear and it inhibited that knee from bending like it was supposed to. So the other thing was the way the knee wraps were sitting, it was kind of pulling at it as well. So for a little extra support, what I've decided to do, and I played around with different angles wrapping the knee, and what I found best was everything being angled down towards the inside, but down. So what I would normally do is I would start at the bottom, get a nice tight wrap right around the bottom of my kneecap, keep my knee straight, and then everything was at an angle from here down instead of the normal straight across. So I would come down just like this, and I'm doing about maybe a little bit under half of the knee wrap. Then what I would come is across the top once to cinch it in. And with the shorter knee wraps, I do this method where I tuck it under. This, if you notice how the bend is, this gave me the most support on that meniscus. I didn't feel any pain wrapping like this. Now, when you straighten your leg all the way out, as you wrap, most guys will wrap like this, where it's a little bent. I make sure I straighten it all the way out. That way there's the most pressure on this kneecap. Now, with a longer wrap, and what I normally do in all competitions with a longer wrap is, you notice how when I came up my last wrap, I had to tuck it underneath that wrap to keep it in place. Well, most of you guys know how hard it is to take those knee wraps off after you hit your squat. What I normally do with a longer wrap is the same thing. What I'll do is I'll start here, but I will pull a little extra out. Then I will come over, flap this down. Then again, with that torn meniscus, and this is for Steve, everything is at an angle. And I'm not exactly sure what angle this is, but you can probably see the angle compared to it going straight. Okay? Then you go one across the middle, and then I would come around with this lap, and then you tie it off in a knot like that. That will keep that knee wrap in place. It will do the same thing, and when you're done, you just pull the knot, and it comes undone without your buddies having to go crazy trying to pry that knee wrap off of you. So, Steve, give me a call if you got any questions, but this should help you. Anybody else, if you got any questions, just shoot me an email on Facebook or shoot me an email on my website. Thank you.